Today I'm going to share with everybody 3 signs that you may be spiritually gifted. What does that mean? It means that with that divine connection with the universe has actually chosen you, whether you consciously know it right now or unconsciously know it right now. They've chosen you for a greater mission, and that's why they've gave you certain powers that may or may not be unlocked yet. So in this video, hopefully when we go through the 3, you can get more clarity on it. And if you find out that, yes, I resonate with what I'm hearing here, and I know that I am chosen for this mission, right? How to actually unlock our gifts, our true potential to be able to fulfill our greatest destiny. So in this video, we're going to break it all down. But before we get into it, show reel. Hit it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here. And in this video, I'm going to break down for you the 3 main signs to figure out whether you are spiritually gifted or not. Okay? Now, if all 3 you resonate with, then it's highly likely that the universe wants a huge mission from you. And if you know how to surrender to that cause, and you know how to allow the universal collective energies, the infinite energies to move through you, and you dance and communicate with the universe, you'll see that a lot of miracles will manifest before your very eyes. So we're going to dive deep into it with point number 1. So point number 1 is what I call service calling. What does this mean? If you are somebody who always has this urge, always feels this intuition, always feels this calling, this desire towards service. What does that mean? Whenever you see people in need, whenever you see people who need help, you're always wanting, whether you're capable or not capable is another question, but you have this desire to wanting to reach out, to wanting to do more, to wanting to help more people, to wanting to spread more peace, wanting to spread more love, wanting to spread more positivity. You want peace on earth. You want everybody to understand love, and why not everybody just be happy together? If you feel this, and you often get this urge, this feeling that channels through you, even in the most difficult circumstances or situations, you still want the best for people, then it's highly likely that you are spiritually gifted. Why? Well, first of all, that emotion you feel is energy in motion. It's a download. It's a channeling. You're receiving this calling from the universe. But you need to understand something. The universe will never give you something that you cannot handle. So if you feel this big calling, then it's highly likely the universe wants you to fulfill that calling. But whether you can or not depends on your capacity. The first capacity is dependent on whether your mind is open to surrendering and following that mission, that calling. The second thing is whether you can act in spite of fear, because fear is the limited mind, it's the human conditioning. So you need to surrender to the energy and remove that limited doubts and fears, right? You need to be able to not listen to that and move with that heart calling, that gut feeling. And the second thing is, have you equipped yourself, whether that be mentally, whether that be financially, whether that be having that capacity, the skill sets to be able to fulfill the calling. So let's say, for example, you have this desire to, I don't know, help people in third world countries. The question is, do you have the financial means to do so? Do you have the tools to do so? Do you know how to find the sponsors or the money to be able to help them? Or do you know how to help them in a different way? Do you have the healing strategies, the powers? If not, then it's very important for you to acquire them so it goes into the exact alignment match with what you are feeling. You need to know how to action it. Point number 2 is challenging the status quo. You may be somebody who often finds yourself, you find it hard to fit in. You don't want to fit in fact. Whenever you see the norm or the average people, you don't feel connected with that. And a lot of the time, they don't understand you. You almost feel alien to the situation or the surrounding. And if that is the case, then it's highly likely your spirit has been chosen. It's very different. It's chosen to be special. It's not chosen to fit in. My mentor used to always say, why fit in when you were born to stand out? Are you one of those people who you always find hard to fit in with the norm? Are you one of those people who, whenever there are rules set, right? Whether that be working in a job, or whether that be working under some leadership, or whether that be at home, you have this rebel inside of you where you know you don't want to be conformed by rules. You want to do something that's special, do something that's different. You want to stand out, right? And if you have that trait in you, then it's highly likely that your spirit is a very special spirit. And that special spirit obviously comes with spiritual gifts. Because once again, this is your calling. So again, the question for everybody to consider is, are you fulfilling what your heart desires? Or is your limited mind, your conditioned mind, really making this rebel spirit, this free spirit? Is it conformed by the society, and are you actually sticking by the rules, yet at the same time getting frustrated? Because maybe if you take this as a sign, then today the sign is for you to finally break free, for you to have the courage to live your life on your terms. And then you will fulfill your greatest mission and start unlocking more of your spiritual powers and spiritual gifts. The third sign is leadership. What does this mean? You naturally like leading. You like voicing your opinions. You like to lead people. You like to help people. You like to guide people. You like to coach people. You have a voice. And if you have a voice that is your biggest spiritual gift, all you need to do is think about all of the greatest spiritual leaders before us, all the legends, all the names that have changed the world. What do they all have in common? They all had a powerful voice. So this is something for you to consider. If you are somebody who you know you have a powerful voice, you are a speaker, then that's your sign that there's leadership within you and you have a powerful voice to make a difference. You're gifted that. But at the same time, I want you to take into consideration if you are somebody who is an introvert, a shy person, I want you to consider this and think about this. Have you always been shy? Because I know for a long time, I didn't recognize that I had a voice. I thought I was the shy person growing up. Until I recalled back in my early childhood, before 5 years old, before all the conditioning, before the fears and doubts. My mum often reminds me back then that I used to go out there and speak to everyone. I used to be the loudest kid. And something happened after 5 years old, some conditioning, some fear happened while going to school, some shame, some problems, being laughed at, judgment. And suddenly, for the next 20 years, I would be the most silent person ever. But if we revisit, if you think about it right now, whether you're a shy person now or not, it doesn't matter. When you were a kid, your earliest memories of yourself or your parents' memory of you, were you somebody who actually had a voice? You said it like you wanted to say it. You speak to whoever you want. Because that is your inner child. That is who you came on this planet as. And now it's time to remember that calling and remember who you truly are. And if this resonates with you at all, or any of the points resonates with you at all, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Let's get this message out to more spiritually gifted people so we can all come together in oneness and make a bigger difference in this world. Also, comment below. Let us know the points you resonate with. right? And also let us know inside the comments, affirm, I'm ready. Type I'm ready inside the comments. That's I'm ready. I have the courage to step up, to unlock all of my spiritual gifts and make this difference and fulfill my dharma, fulfill my destiny in this lifetime. Also, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's the little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm signing up. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.